college students, we go to what we know. We get the same coffee orders, the same deli sandwiches, and go to the same restaurant chains. We don't venture off to try new things when this is the time in our lives to explore, especially when we call this place our home for 4 years. To me, food is not just a necessity. It's a passion, a cultural and social experience. We should be supporting our community, locally owned businesses. Where should we go? Well, I'm here to help and give you a little taste of the Hudson Valley.
The majority of the menu is Asian and Latin food with a little bit of soul influence. You know, I'm from my mom and dad are from the South, and which empanadas, noodle concept, rice bowl concept, a salad concept, and then we trended on a bubble tea concept, signature drinks. A lot of the concepts too come from, I travel to about 4 countries a year, so I usually travel, come back, let it sit a little bit, and then eventually you'll see some of the countries I've been to make their way onto the menu. So the arepas are a Colombian style arepa that we make, and we put our like kind of northern style pulled barbecue pork on top. That's like the #1 dish. I think it's identifiable. I mean, at the end of the day, every country uses some type of corn product. If it's in Mexico, it's a corn tortilla. If it's Italian, it's polenta. If it's soul food, it's cornbread. So I think it's an ingredient that people relate to. So the balance of the ingredients together, bringing it back with sour cream and green onions, I think people just identify it as being like a comfort dish. So that's always been the focus, is trying to give someone, do creative food for under $10. You know, the value for the food and something that they wouldn't ordinarily try because of a price point, and being able to have it here.
I like the food, the atmosphere. It's a local owned business, so I like to kind of like put into that. All their food is pretty healthy, which is good too. I like the flavors. It's different. Salad gets boring, so I like that they have variety and that they kind of mixed it up a little bit.
I love salad, and this is the place to come for salads. And you know, the steamed buns are outstanding. The food's really good here. It's fresh, and they're nice people.
It's on the cheap eats, you know, and I think it's also like a hip place. It's a fun place. I tried to put a restaurant in Poughkeepsie that simulates something that's in Manhattan, you know, that's downtown. So cheap food for the colleges, that's creative. The college is what keeps us going, you know, so it's important to always focus on what we think, you know, the college kids like, and also to keep the price points down. We're kind of there for everyone, from the meat eaters to vegetarian to vegan to gluten-free. You know, it's kind of like we've kind of like evolved with the market.
I became a vegetarian in high school, and empanadas were my favorite food, and then I couldn't eat them anymore, and they have vegetarian ones here, which they don't have at a lot of places.
For me, it's all day food. You know, 24 hours is food. If I'm eating breakfast, I'm already thinking about what I'm wanting for lunch. I mean, she thinks, you know, my wife thinks I'm crazy, but if I'm eating lunch, I'm like, you know, I'm navigating, okay, what are we eating for dinner? You know, that's just me. Like, everything I do is food. It's like the it, you know, if someone says like, if you found it, as long as I can remember, like, it's not something that I chose, you know, it kind of chose me. It's what I do, you know, so food is like, it's the it to me, you know, I mean, everything revolves around food. I kind of like base my life after it.
Crafted Kup was actually a pre-existing business when my partner and I purchased it, so they operated it for several years. And then my partner and I heard about the opportunity. We also own Cafeteria New Paltz across the river, so heard about this opportunity and spoke with them. One thing led to another, and then we purchased the business from them. We're primarily a coffee house, so our focus is on espresso and coffee. We use all locally roasted, certified fair trade organic coffees and teas. Our teas are local as well through Harney & Sons. We do a local bakery, supplies most of our baked goods and bagels and various snacks and things. So for right now, our primary focus is beverage. We definitely have our regulars that come in for their latte or their regular drip cup of coffee, but probably our most popular specialty beverage is Cafe Miel. And it's a latte. It's a double shot of espresso, steamed milk with honey and cinnamon. So it's really nice. It's naturally sweetened, not too sweet, and the flavors just play off each other really well. All of our coffees are local roasted. They're certified fair trade organic, really high quality products and ingredients. Anybody can make coffee. Anybody can make espresso or make a latte. But it takes a certain finesse or practice to make one correctly, to make one really well. And I think there are lots of other shops out there, you know, the corporate shops like Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks, and things like that, where you can definitely get a latte at, but it's all automated. There's no finesse, there's no skill behind what they do. And we spend a lot of time training our baristas to really know what they're producing and to consistently produce a high quality beverage every time. And it makes a difference. You can taste it. Anybody in the community should help support their own community. And a lot of times colleges and students, college is a very inclusive experience a lot of times. So getting off campus doesn't always happen, but I think it's really great that they help support the community because we all help support them as well. To have a place where you can come and sit, study, have a nice cup of coffee, there's Wi-Fi, that sort of thing, I think it's a draw in and of itself.
I come here at least 3 times a week. I get a lot of things done here.
They're fantastic latte, and the guys who work there are particularly friendly. It combines the atmosphere of both like kind of chilled out work, not too stressed. I feel like I'm not like wasting away my day in the library, but still maintaining some happiness.
Food's a lot of things. Food's necessary. You gotta eat, but you don't have to necessarily eat something that's delicious. But why not, right? If you're gonna eat, might as well be something that's amazing. So, food is more than just sustenance. I think it's culture, it's community, it's a passion, and it's a chance to experience all kinds of things every single time you sit down for a meal. We're here to serve them, and that's really what it comes down to. You know, we love what we do, we're passionate about what we do, we're passionate about the products and the quality of what we serve, but we want to hear from you guys as well, because we just really want to serve the best we can possibly serve. And you know, we're fortunate that I feel like we've tapped into sort of a good community that really understands what we're doing and why we're doing it. So we want to make sure what we do here is truly what our customers and our guests are looking for.
I actually wanted to do something that Poughkeepsie didn't have, something unique where you know, people could come in and enjoy a German play as far as like American German food. I love craft beer and I love German beer, so I wanted to find a way that both could mingle, and I found this space where it had an outdoor patio, and I thought it'd be great to turn into a beer garden. I've been to Germany twice. I love the experience over there, and that's where I was like, this would be like, how could you not do this over in the States? Like, it would be awesome, like people would really enjoy it. You go over there and people are so nice, and you walk into tables, big long tables, and you sit down and you're like, oh, you know, we're Americans, like, you know, where should we wait to be seated? And they're like, no, just sit next to us. You know, it's like, and then you start to strike up this conversation with someone you never would have spoke to before if you're walking by on the street. And that's what's cool about here. If you watch like on a busy night, you'll see people come in 2, 3, 1 at a time, and then they sit down at the bar, and the next thing you know, they look like they're best friends talking and hanging out. So we really try to do a play on a traditional German dish and to kind of twist it and make it our own. And then we have our staples like our burger. It's an 8-ounce beef patty with cheddar cheese, with pork belly, with a potato pancake on a pretzel bun. And then we do a Schatzi sauce, which is a braised purple cabbage aioli. Good old-fashioned American burger, and throw a German twist on it. Simple food, but we execute it perfect every single time. And I think that's what keeps people coming back.
It's lovely. It's kind of, you know, city Poughkeepsie has a good feel to it. People are friendly.
It appeals to college students who can appreciate food and beverage. I target for people that are foodies and beer people, and they come in and they go, I love it because this crowd is all people who enjoy that. Work is not work. I mean, this is like conversating with people, and sure, it gets busy and it gets stressful at times, but the fact that you can stand there and meet a slew of really interesting people and do what I like to do, talk about beer, talk about food, it's just a really cool setup and a cool job. You know, I never thought that food and beer could be this fun.
What I like about places like this is they offer a great selection for, you know, micro brews, craft beers. A lot of times they have a good selection of local beer. I, as a consumer, am very appreciative of that.
Food to me is similar to beer. Like, food is an experience, I feel. And people come in for an experience, and that ties in service and that ties in everything else. But I think people come in to say, wow, like, how did you blend those flavors together? That was amazing, and it's an experience, and people want to come down and have a great experience. When I watch people take pictures of our food and they're posting it on Instagram and they're posting it on their Facebook page, I'm like, wow, they're having a great experience. That means we're doing something right. And for people to come down and just, you know, you're getting a simple drink and something to eat and have a great time and have this overall experience, it all comes back to our preparation and the food that we put out.
About a year ago, well, over a year ago, in June, we purchased Clancys Cafe and Creamery. At that time, it was a seasonal ice cream parlor, and we saw the potential of having it be more. So that's how it sort of came about. Clancy is my last name. Obviously, it's a cafe. We serve coffees and food, but we also serve the creamery part, so that's where that came from. Our menu is very, very extensive. I mean, so to repeat everything that we have is almost impossible, but everything from, you know, fresh garden salads, chef salads, to very unique sandwiches. We have gluten-free products, and we also do dinners, we do breakfast, so we have entrees as well. So it's a very combined menu to suit everybody.
It's excellent. The food is superb. The soup, and of course the ice cream.
Everybody has their own flavors they love. I think our wine ice cream is probably what's really spearheading a lot of our ice cream sales now. We're the only place around that does it. It's homemade. And that is, all of our ice cream is homemade here on premise. I actually dream up a lot of them. I'm a master mixologist by trade, so being able to mix ingredients to make something really palatable it's fun. Customers we do have are loyal customers. Once they come once, they love it, they keep coming back. I think we're still new. I think it's our objective is try to bring awareness that we even exist. We're not on the beaten track. We're not on Route 9. So Marist college students, I'm sure a lot of them don't even know we're here yet. You know, and if they knew we were here, I could guarantee you this would be their destination place for a treat, or even just like a light lunch or dinner. You come in here and you order something, it's not pre-made, we make it scratch out and with all fresh ingredients, and we try to use local produce, and it's made fresh as per order. I'm a snoop, okay, and I think food, no matter where you get it, be it a fast food, it's a dining experience. It's from beginning to end. Our girls that all work here are really super friendly. People come in and they feel like they're coming into somebody's living room, and I want them to walk out feeling a lot better than when they walked in. I try to cook like I would do my own family, or something that your parents would do, and it gives you that warm, fuzzy feeling. It's like, damn, that was good. I would like to come back for more. So I think that's food to me. Food is an experience. It's not just filling your stomach.